time to haul up here at Nanahoa. It's been a very pleasant stay, and I'm looking forward to checking out this other anchorage. My good buddy Mark Wilson sent me these sailing gloves he's designing, Pro Sailor, and if they're for sale by the time this video comes out, I'll throw a card up so you can check it out. But Mark got me on a lot of boats in my very early sailing days, and I'm very grateful to him. And I was stoked that he was able to get these to me right before I left Oahu. I'm really bad about wearing gloves, and it destroys my hands, so I'm trying to be better about making sure I have gloves on when I'm doing all this silly stuff, especially hauling up the anchor by hand like I'm about to do. So let's get it done. There's little more enjoyable to me than really nice, relaxing, slow sailing when you're not like racing in the daylight. It's like the sort of like magic and peacefulness of a day sail, but you're still doing destination sailing. You have these short little hops, you can just like casually sail. Well, I say casually sailing, we're doing like 5 knots. But yeah, I really love it. It's one of my favorite things. I got the hook set in 35 feet of water. I paid out 100 feet to set the hook, and drove on it, powered on it, got it set. Now it's time to pay out the rest of the scope and get the snubber on it. Okay, the anchor watch is knocked out. Time to get in the water and do some snorkeling and see what we can see underwater. swam ashore to have a look around. This gulch is crazy. It's like a perfect little S down through the cut there. Chartea's looking beautiful out there on the sea. Lots of rubbish and tires on the beach. A pair of antlers. A little bizarre. Beautiful here on Lanai. Fantastic snorkel. The clarity of the water here is totally bananas. The only place I've seen a larger variety of fish than here is on the Big Island at like Hohokena or Ho'onanau. So many different types of fish, and a lot of fish I've never seen before. So I made sure to try to get some steady shots of them so I can look in my fish book and see what they were. So many fish though, and the coral was outstanding. It was like so many different colors. Baby blue, lavender, yellow, white. Really neat to see. I'd never seen baby blue coral till today. That was cool. I found the visibility on the south reef way better than the viz on the north reef. Same types of fish and stuff, but way better viz over there. Before I even got into the snorkel, I swam over to look at the anchor to see how she was set, and she was set terribly. She was hooked just under a rock and not biting in any sand. I wasn't worried about her getting dragging or anything because the rock was substantial and there were a ton of boulders in the way if she were to drag. There was no way she was going anywhere, but it was not what you want to see. And it's funny because there was a massive sand patch one boat length away. Like I missed it by like 30 feet. So, like I said, I wasn't concerned about her dragging while I was snorkeling. Did my thing, got back on board. As soon as I got back on board, I hauled up and moved over and kind of looked in the water and found the spot. Like when I saw where she was set poorly, I popped up and looked at the shore to try to remember, okay, well, this is where I need to line the boat up in relation to the giant sand patch that I could see that was really close. And so, yeah, hauled up, moved anchor, set her. She set real good and real quick, and paid out like 100 feet. And then I got in the water, I went and looked at it, and she's set, buried all the way. Happily set, very happy, all sand, wonderful. So that's something that is always necessary to do, is if the viz allows it, to take a look at your anchor. Whew, okay, well, now it's time for me to eat more food because I am dying of starvation right now. I'm loving Kamala Nui Anchorage here on Lanai. Fantastic. If you have the choice between here and Needles, Needles is cool because the sea stacks, but I find this to be a way better anchorage, and they're so close. yeah, super stoked. Time to eat. Really amazing day here at Kamala Nui Anchorage. One of the things I've been doing since I left Oahu at Lono, Nanahoa, and then here at Kamala Nui is I make sure and come out and sit on the deck and look at the stars every night before I go to sleep. They are out of this world, literally out of this world. But no, for real, there are so many stars. I grew up in southeastern New Mexico where there's a lot of stars. You see a lot, but once you've put to sea and you've seen the stars from the sea, you understand it in a very different way, how many stars there are up there. But there's like no light pollution here at these really remote anchorages. And unfortunately I don't have a video camera that can show you guys what it looks like. And but let me tell you, it's remarkable. Really, really amazing. And it's something I don't want to take for granted, so that's why I make an effort to come out and just sit on the deck for a while and take it all in. Very beautiful. This anchorage has by far been my favorite anchorage I've visited in the Hawaiian Islands. And it's crazy. I never heard anyone come here. I read about it in the cruising guide, but it's got everything I'm looking for in an anchorage. It's really protected. It's in a nice little cove. It's got good holding once you get in the sand. There are no signs of civilization whatsoever. There's just like, you could be at any point in history in this anchorage looking around the landscape. And there's just like world-class snorkeling 100 feet away with perfect viz. Really, really amazing place. Kamala Nui Anchorage, Lanai. Big fan. Now it's time to wind down, do some reading, get some rest, and tomorrow morning push off for another new anchorage. If you enjoy the content on this channel and would like to contribute, you can consider joining the Patreon crew. Thanks for watching. Fair winds until next time.